Seattle City Council. The Seattle City Council is the legislative branch of government. Members set the city's direction by enacting ordinances and passing resolutions. The council authorizes expenditures, adopts regulations, levies taxes, controls the finances and property of the city, and performs many related legislative tasks. Of the 9 city council positions, 2, Position 8 and Position 9, are at large, representing the entire city for a term of 4 years. Positions 1 through 7 each represent different districts of the city. Only the 2 at-large council positions are up for election this year. The remaining 7 district council positions will be on the ballot in 2023. All voters in Seattle can vote in both of the at-large city council races.
Emerging from this pandemic, we have an opportunity to come together, to roll up our sleeves and build a stronger, more equitable Seattle. I'm Teresa Mosqueda, and I've dedicated my career to building coalitions and getting results by bringing together diverse perspectives and passing progressive policies that challenge the status quo. In my first term here at Seattle City Council, with your help, we passed progressive policies to make Seattle more equitable and just. I led the coalition and passed the Jumpstart Progressive Revenue proposal to bring in over $214 million a year for investments in housing and small businesses, in equitable development and Green New Deal priorities. I passed wage and leave standards for app-based drivers, made sure that our hotel workers had health care and workplace protections, and during COVID, made sure that our grocery workers had hazard pay. I led on the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights that is now a national model for other cities. And we addressed the climate crisis by passing energy efficiency standards for city buildings and funding more housing within the city of Seattle. In the wake of COVID, I hope to continue to do this important work with your support. I hope to return to council with your vote and make sure that we can continue to invest in workers and small businesses, address environmental crisis, as well as make sure that we're addressing the health and stability for all Seattleites. I will fight for more affordable housing across our city, for police accountability and upstream investments, making sure that we invest in homeless prevention strategies and ensure that workers and small businesses have the support they need for a more equitable Seattle post-COVID. I hope you'll join me and support my campaign for re-election. Please join individuals like Representative Jayapal, Attorney General Bob Ferguson, labor unions from across this county, including SEIU, Teamsters, UFCW, so many environmental justice groups like the Sierra Club and Washington Conservation Voters, and folks fighting for women's rights, LGBT rights, and healthcare justice. It's been an honor to serve you.
My name is Kenneth Wilson, and I'm running for Seattle City Council 8. I'm a licensed bridge structural engineer with 30 years experience working on transportation and infrastructure projects and own a small business since 2005. I completed my master's degree in civil engineering at UW, and I'm a proud resident of Seattle for over 28 years. Having lived in West Seattle and now in the Wallingford-Green Lake neighborhood with my wife and 2 daughters, I have a strong appreciation for the city's many distinct neighborhoods. This past year has taught me important lessons and is the reason I am running. It reminded me of the value of family. It showed me once again the ingenuity of American science and manufacturing, with Ford and GE quickly switching to medical devices, while our scientists were first to produce mass testing and viable vaccines. Unfortunately, it also demonstrated to me that our incumbent representatives do not hold our interests and needs first. Instead, often focusing on political projects. We need a better council. Our council failed us with homeless, our infrastructure, including cutting the West Seattle access, and our safety. I will not defund our police and instead promise to support and work with them to better serve Seattle. Our city is an old, mature city, and the infrastructure needs to be updated and upgraded. This includes power, utility systems, sewer mains, water, and our city's bridges and roads. West Seattle access must be restored and open now, not in 2022. We've analyzed it, we understand it better, and there are usage opportunities. We need homeless solutions that are not just temporary shelter, but real actions that correct addictions and mental problems, such as an 18 to 24-month transition housing with social services. As your council member, it is my intention to build on our strengths, restore rational decisions, and to assure progress follow-up. I have the ability, energy, and expertise to restore Seattle to the city we want. I would appreciate your vote.